from Odyssey Homeschool, and I've got a problem for us today. Let's dive in. Akili has 2 tests next week. The probability that he will pass the first test, science, is 3 over 4. How he does on that test affects how he will do on his math test. If he passes science, then the probability that he will also pass the math test is 4/5. Otherwise, the probability is only 1/3 that he will pass the math test. What is the probability he passes exactly one test? Express your answer as a common fraction. There are 2 solutions to this, and right now I'll show you the first solution. So, the first solution is counting the number of ways to do it. So, he can either pass the first test and not pass the second test, or he can not pass the first test but pass the second test. So, for this, to pass the first test, there's a 3/4 chance. And to not pass the second test is 1 minus 4/5, which is 1/5. And we get 3 over 20. Okay, and for the second one, we have to not pass the first test. It's 1 minus 3/4, which is 1/4. And then, if he doesn't pass it, then the probability is only 1/3 that he will pass the second test, and we want him to pass the second test. So we'll multiply by 1/3, and we get 1 over 20. 1 over 12, my bad. So, then we want to add these 2 up. So we have 3 over 20 plus 1 over 12. And then this is the same as, 18 over 120 plus 10 over 120. And we get 28 over 120. And we can divide both of them by 4. And we get 7 over 30. So, that's the first solution. Okay, here's the second solution. The second solution is counting not the ways that he passes exactly one test, but either he passes both tests or he doesn't pass a single test. So if he passes the first test, there's a 3/4 chance, and then 4/5. And then when you multiply 12 over 20, you get 3/5. Or for this one, you have either, for the first one, 1 minus 3/4, 1/4, and then 1 minus 1/3, 2/3. And you get 1/6. And then you add them together, 3/5 plus 1/6, and then you get 18/30 plus 5/30, and you get 23/30. So this isn't the answer because that's not what they're asking for. This is the ways to not pass exactly one test. So 1 minus 23/30 is equal to 7/30. So 7/30 is our answer. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.